After a long wait, Canon have finally delivered two brand new cameras this year to upgrade their really super popular 1-inch compact camera line, and that is the Canon G7X Mark III as well as the Canon G5X Mark II. And today what we're going to do is just a quick first impressions and hands-on on both of these cameras. So Canon Australia have dropped off both of these cameras for us today to have a play with. However, they are pre-production models, so we won't be doing autofocus tests or image quality tests today. However, look forward to the future when we do full reviews on both of these cameras. For now, we're just going to go over the design of the cameras and all the brand new features that both of these cameras house. So the first is the actual design element, and we'll start with the G7X Mark III. Having a look at the camera, the G7X Mark III is pretty similar to the G7X Mark II in terms of ergonomics and build. However, there are a couple differences. Now, Canon noticed that a lot of people vlog with the G7X Mark II by holding it on the actual screen. So what they've actually done is they've reinforced the build and the construction of the screen, so it's a bit safer to do that. However, we do recommend holding the camera if you do plan to vlog with it. In terms of other changes on the Mark III, there is now a deeper grip at the front, so it is a bit comfy to hold. Overall, all the ergonomics and the layout of the buttons is basically similar to the G7X Mark II. So you still have your nice 180-degree flip screen, you've got your top dials with your exposure compensation, you've got your lens control ring as well, and basically your fully identical menus as well. So there's not really that much of an overhaul in that regard. So if you are an avid Canon PowerShot user already or own the G7X Mark II, it's not really anything that's unfamiliar to you. On the G5X Mark II, there is a significant difference in terms of design. So if you notice now, there is no viewfinder at the top. The electronic viewfinder is now a pop-up viewfinder. In terms of the actual body design, it's a lot more pocket friendly now because of that. And you've also got minor changes as well in terms of its actual buttons. There is still your exposure compensation, still got your mode dials and all your other dials at the back of the camera. At the front, you have a nice deeper grip as well, similar to the G7X Mark III, so it'll be good for long haul usage. Now, one of the most exciting features about the G7X to have included is, for the first time ever, a 3.5mm mic port, which is a first in a 1-inch compact camera, and that is super exciting for anyone who's looking to go out there and vlog with the camera, because now you have good external audio. Now, this will be good out the bat if you want to use a lapel mic, because you can plug it straight in and clip it onto yourself and go. But if you do want to attach on a shotgun microphone or a on-camera microphone system, you will need some kind of bracket that will have a cold shoe mounted on it so you can attach the microphone, as on the camera there is no hot shoe mount. On the topic of ports, both cameras house a USB-C port for fast transfer as well as charging, so you can charge on the go using a power bank. And also you do have HDMI ports for output as well. At the bottom of the cameras, they both house the same MB13L batteries that were used in the predecessors. So if you do own those batteries, you can keep them and use them in this as well. One of the most interesting features that I love about both of these cameras is their brand new wireless capabilities. So apart from the standard being able to connect to your smart device and allowing you to do camera remote functions as well as transfer functions, you can now directly live stream direct to YouTube using these cameras, just via the app. So it's very simple to use and it'll be very standard as if you were to live stream from your phone. Now, if you're looking for really good quality and easy to live stream, both of these cameras are going to achieve that for you, and that's really exciting, especially for a 1-inch compact camera. So on the topic of live streaming and social media work, both of these cameras have a brand new vertical recording feature. So if you're going to put your content straight from the cameras onto any social media platform, it will be optimized in terms of its resolution, as well as you'll know what the video is going to look like on your feed. So now I'm just going to talk about the internals of both of these cameras. For the first time ever, Canon have chucked in a 1-inch 20 megapixel CMOS stacked sensor which basically is going to give you faster pixel readout so you can process a lot faster and get more data. In addition to that as well, it is backed up with a Digic 8 image processor, which is going to allow you to shoot 4K video uncropped up to 30 frames per second, Full HD up to 120 frames per second, as well as be able to shoot continuously bursts at 30 frames per second in RAW, which is super exciting. The most prominent feature difference between the two is in their lenses. So the G7X Mark III houses the same 4.2 optical zoom from the Mark II, which is an equivalent to a 24 to 100mm focal length. It's still rated with the same aperture range of f1.8 to 2.8, giving you good low light performance and depth of field throughout the lens. Now with the G5X Mark II, there is a big difference in the lens. It now houses a 5x optical zoom, which gives you an effective range of 24 to 120mm with the same aperture rating of f1.8 to 2.8, still giving you that good low light performance and depth of field control. Just some cool other features that both cameras have as well. They have built-in ND filters, so if you are recording video or wanting to take long exposures during the day, you can stop down that light up to 3 stops in both cameras. Secondly as well, they both have picture styles as well, so if you know you like a certain profile for shooting video or even photos, you can access picture styles in both via the menu, so you can get some neutral colors or vivid colors or basically anything to your liking. Now in terms of autofocus on both cameras, they both still use a contrast-based detection system, which should give you some great results in multiple lighting scenarios. So who do I see both of these cameras for? The G7X Mark III is definitely targeted for the video person and the vlogger. With that addition of the 3.5mm jack combined with the 4K video features and Full HD video features, it's the perfect camera for those looking for a compact 1-inch camera that's pocketable, that's going to give you good video quality and now good audio quality. Now for the person who is looking to travel and do more everyday kind of photography work, the G5X Mark II is better for that because of the addition of its viewfinder. Now a lot of photographers love using viewfinders, especially in moments where it's way too bright to see your screen on the outside, or it's just more comfortable ergonomically. The G5X accommodates for that. So if you are an avid traveler, photographer looking for a pocketable camera that still gives you good low light performance and flexibility, especially in its focal length, with now the 120mm zoom range, the G5X is probably the camera for you. Now, in the future, we are going to be doing full reviews on both of these cameras, so look forward to that, and pricing is to be confirmed at the moment. However, we do know that both of these cameras are due to land in August, and around then, expect to see our full reviews of both of these cameras. If you have any questions on both of these cameras, pop them in the comments below. Make sure to follow us on our Facebook, Instagram, and our blog so you can stay up to date with what's going on in store, as well as our events and workshops that we have running every month. Now, as always, if you enjoyed our video, hit the like button and the subscribe button so you don't miss out on our future updates as we upload videos weekly.